of one, in combination with the fireballs, the setup for the Valier, and plus you have this Uranus, and I think the Uranus is the perfect answer for pulling for the heroes who pull, right, for the Kaja, because again, if the Kaja manages to pull the Uranus with the Divine Judgment, that's actually good news for the Uranus, because he loves getting near his enemies to proc his passive. So yeah, we shall see, because I think Thailand, they went back to the drawing board, and I think they found the blueprint already on probably how to get back to this game. Chantel?
Actually, for this one, although for Team Thailand, I'm not really sure with this kind of lineup. It's more on a skill-dependent kind of lineup. We have the Farsa, we have the Valier, so totally the damage or the finisher of the play will heavily rely on this Hellcurt. So it's more on how it goes in terms of how they bring about their damage or how they use their skills. So it's more on the initiation play, although the crowd control for this lineup of Team Thailand is really on the Jawhead side.
Yeah, it's really gonna depend on the Jawhead, on like, are we gonna do pick-ups or are we gonna like
this is gonna be game number 2, Team Thailand versus Team Singapore. Team Singapore with 1-0 lead in favor of Team Thailand.
We shall see, Chantel, if Team Thailand can even this up. Like what we've said, every time it's all about the first 3 minutes. It's all about who gets the buffs, who gets the turtle first. So we are witnessing the level 1 rotations coming in from both of these teams. The Hellcurt is now the one being funneled for the side of Team Thailand.
Actually, that's kind of interesting for Team Thailand, although we could say that it's kind of predictable for the side of Team Singapore, because they know that is the first blood. And speaking of, guys, it's going to be, I guess, a flicker out for this new year. But again, going back to my thoughts, it's a very... Okay, let's go. Another one for the side of Team Thailand. That's going to be an early 2-0 for this match. So far, so good for Team Thailand. Very aggressive on the play. They have 2 burst heroes here, Farsa and Valier, plus the Hellcurt and the Jawhead. So if you are Team Singapore, you really do not want to force to engage into a team fight on the early part of the game.
I think ZP was too excited. He's just level 2, but I think he thought he's level 4 because of the previous game. Chantel, you will do that move, you will do that combo if you have an ultimate, but unfortunately he doesn't have. And wow, Team Thailand, like what you said, their damage in the early game is just too much. The Farsa and the Valier range are good against the Atlas. They can push him back. I mean, but as I say this, there you go. Another
man down.
Yes, another man down for Team Singapore.
All for this one for Team Thailand, there are moments if you are on the upper hand. Here comes the Dark Knight Falls and a kill for Team Thailand. Here goes KZP on his Atlas. So he will back away against this player coming from Team Thailand. And 4-0 is the score, guys. And going back to my thought, for Team Thailand, they have to be mindful of the outer lanes. Since they are going for the 4-man rotation in doing the gank, I guess they should also go for an objective push. Yeah,
like every time, right? Punish your enemies every time you kill. But I'm guessing that it's still difficult, because again, there's the threat of the global dispersion. Plus, actually, we did not see this. Sylvana is in the pool, right? So it's also a good combination with all of the Dead Sonatas for LY4. So you have good setups again for the side of Singapore. And Chantel, by the way, this is not Jason this time. Jason is now playing the Luyi, and kay ZP is now playing the Atlas. So we shall see how
A different
how
strategy, yes.
yes, there you go.
But here comes the turtle objective, guys. It's gonna be secured here by Valier. Killing spree for the Pars. Sync is on a roll with an ultimate against 5. So that is gonna be actually a suicide dive here for Sync on his Sylvana. Although that is probably meant to save the other players from being chased here by Team Thailand. Although, as we can see here now for Team Thailand, they are really aggressive for this match. 10k versus 7k for this game number 2.
They're rolling, especially Frame Z X set with 105. Now, of course, having a killing spree, the most popular assassin emblem right now. With that emblem, actually, you can pull off outplays in the late game, right? And Hellcurt, besides the killing spree, has the petrify. So LY4 right now is on a tight predicament, Chantel. Because the Hellcurt right now with this power spike, he is now ripe. He wants to hunt and hunt and hunt every time the Dark Knight Falls is up, right? So now Team Singapore, they need to be careful on their positioning. There
oh my god! Oh my god, it's gonna be LY4 down for the side of Team Singapore. KaiZP is down as well. Another one, it's gonna be a checkpoint double kill for Avaloys onto this one. It's gonna be 9-0, guys. Onto this game, the damage is real. I guess this is the advantage of having a no tank. Literally no tank. Actually, yes, Uranus is considered to be a tank. But for this one, it is an offlane. So... damage per se, it's really on Team Thailand. All players here dealing damage against Team Singapore. And look at the cold hit, guys. It's really massive for Team Thailand.
Yeah, 14k against 9,000. It's not over 9,000. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I just want to like put it out there. Oh well, by the way, like what you've said, Chantel, it's for Team Thailand. They're putting up checkpoints all throughout the map, like, right? Just like in the Philippines, in the lockdown. By the way, guys, I hope you guys are safe. But is this the play that we're looking for? That is a diversion? No! But is this a bait though?
Okay, safe and ready for Team Singapore, or although we could see here for Team Thailand, I guess they are, or actually they secured another objective here for Team Singapore.
Again.
I guess for Team Singapore, they really need to cope up here with the performance coming in from Team Thailand, because here comes the Divine Judgment, guys. A secured kill for LY4. Team Thailand, I guess they will go for the initiation play, although here comes another feathered airstrike, guys. Fatal links coming in from the Atlas. Another one, another kill from Jason on the Tluhi, but here comes the Hellcurt on the side lanes, killing that player coming in from Team Singapore.
You know what? Team Singapore earlier, they with the diversion Fatal Links combo, they actually hesitated if they're gonna go in, right? So Jason was like, "Hey, enter my ring," and then go in with the Fatal Links. But everyone was like, "Hey, wait. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. They have the upper hand. The Dark Knight Falls is up. The Dark Knight Falls is online. So I think what we need to do is to fake it until we make it, right? So after the Atlas teleportation, what they did was they hid themselves inside the bushes and they waited for someone to go in, and it's a classic ambush for the side of Team Singapore. Divine Judgment, wait for someone to pay check, and then pick off, and then hope for the best. But oh no, look at this.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a secure kill, I guess. But here comes Sylvan again with that kind of crucial ultimate against Team Thailand. After that is done, we have Hellcurt getting the third objective against Team Singapore. I guess for Team Singapore, they need to actually get intact together. If they see a Hellcurt do the Dark Knight Falls, I guess the Kaja and Atlas should be just around the corner just to negate that one. But guys, it's gonna be a killing spree for Team Thailand onto this match. Again, for Team Singapore, they need the damage of Granger. Okay, so this one for this game, it's gonna be 12-2 for the score, 8 minutes and 22 seconds in their game time. It's just the third turtle for this match.
Oh!
So another one, LY4 is down for the side of Team Singapore. Another one as well. Oh my God, the damage is real for Team Thailand onto this game. Plus another ejector, I guess. But here comes the Fatal Links. It's gonna be a counter setup play coming from the Atlas of Team Singapore. Although the turret is down onto the middle lane.
Yeah, Chantel, I like what you said. LY4 right now it's an underwhelming performance, unlike his previous game. I'm sorry, I accidentally muted my mic. Yeah, but it's okay. I like what you said. Man, even though Team Singapore, they pulled off a sneaky play earlier, a sneaky ambush, sneaky pick off, their damage is still not enough to match up with Seth. Seth is just on a roll. He is now almost with his endless battle. He can pick off Sana. He can pick off LY4. Even Jason, he can actually outplay. So, man, I think for Team Singapore, what they need to do is they need probably 3 or 4 pick-offs. Because I don't really see how can they enter. Like, how will they initiate? But, okay, there you go. That is the
They are
TP.
getting ready as we have the team here. We have Hack on the side lanes. The Dark Knight pulls. Though here comes Team Thailand on the counter play. We can see Helker diving in. Sick is down. Though he has the immortality, and that is it. It's gonna be a killing spree for this Uranus Knights. Fatal Links coming from KZP. Shut down for the Helker. But then again, damage is real for this 2 mage bursts of Team Thailand.
That was not the target that you want. If you are Team Singapore, it's like a hitman knocking at the wrong house. 16 to 5. And man, that was a huge outlay for Team Thailand. We all thought that Team Singapore will make an astounding play, but hacking his way through through Team Singapore's life. And with that, I think they will set up for the next Lord Chantel.
Yes, actually for that one, I guess for Team Singapore, just like what you've said earlier, it's all about taking down at least 2 heroes, 1 hero, but not during a team fight.
Yes.
So getting a hero from a gank, from a single play is a different from taking out a hero from a team fight, because right now on the situation, I guess Team Thailand really does the edge, or really has the advantage in terms of damage per se when it comes to team fight. So for Team Singapore, they have the Atlas, they have the Kaja for their lineup. It's not advisable for them to engage it on team fight. Rather, they need to take down heroes for Team Thailand for their Granger to be able to get enough gold to be able to cope up with the lead or the gold lead here of Team Thailand. Yes.
But the question is how though? Because man, look at this. The Valir now with the Antikiras, all of them are now pulling up the Queen's Wings for added sustain. Even the Farsa went for a sustain type golden staff build. So man, this Granger really needs to shoot LY4. He really needs to shoot all of his bullets right in the right target at the right time, at the right moment, in the same moment as well. Because man, if not, man, the damage will just lack.
Yes, actually, and for this one, I guess for me, for the Granger pick, it's more on a skill-based kind of hero, because of with this kind of lineup, there's literally no option for this Granger to go for a free hit.
Yeah.
Because there is the Hellcurt, there is the Jawhead, we have the zoning out the capacity of these 2 heroes being brought to us by Thailand, both Farsa and Valir.
I think the Sylvana is an underwhelming pick though for Team Singapore, because you have crowd controls on your lineup. I think what you need right now is more damage, probably, if you are Team Singapore, because the Sylvana, I think her build is a tank build, not really that assassin type of build. His build is a setup build for his team.
Actually.
And look at and man, look at this. They're just baiting the diversion. And there you go. Here's the Lord. Chantel, take
He is
this away.
the Lord, guys. But we could see the damage of Amiloys on the forces zoning out the players of Team Singapore. Here comes KZP on the fatal links, guys. Although a one-man down for Team Thailand. Zeke on the early engagement. Jason will get a kill on his Louis. So well defended for Team Singapore onto this match. Although we have the super minion here for Team Thailand. And speaking of which, this is the kind of team fight we should see coming from Singapore, because there is crowd control, there is the damage. All they need to do is to synchronize when and where they should use this skills. Every hero,
synchronize everything and put the books back on their proper shelves. Right?
Yep.
Just layer your skills perfectly, and you can definitely hope for the best, that you can get the damage that you need for your team to win. By the way, Chantel, besides that, I think one thing to take note is that Team Singapore, they have good spam. Right? It's not the spam food. They have good wave control in their lineup. Right? The dispersion and the law of punishment. The ring of punishment, I mean. For the Kaja.
It's very easy for them to actually defend every minion wave coming in from Team Thailand. Although we can see here for this Uranus, it's actually a full equipment for this Uranus. And we can see here for Team Singapore, there is the necklace of Durance. Though, one thing in mind for Team Singapore, I guess for Sync, actually, he could be a sacrificial lamb for this one. A good set of play plus the fatal links to connect that one, but we could see here the damage is real. LY4 is down for the side of Team Singapore. We have here the clash on the middle side. KZP is also down, although he has the immortality, but man, it's gonna be an inhibitor to the down for Team Singapore.
The positioning of Lois was perfect for him to dodge the death sonatas coming from LY4. And with that, it created space for him to land the feathered airstrike. With that, it's not yet over, but the mission was to get the tower. So with that, they're now waiting for the Lord to come up. 19 seconds left. Team Singapore, they are now pressured in defending their base. They're in quarantine mode right now inside their base.
Majid, for Team Singapore, I'm looking forward for this worthy divine judgment coming in from Sana or the Kaja of Team Singapore, because it would really be a lot disastrous coming for Team Thailand if he gets either this Valier or Farsa. So what's difficult for Team Singapore to dive into a team fight is these two players that I mentioned. But again, this is going to be another team fight onto the side of this both team. We have the damage here with the feathered airstrike. Guys, the damage is real. Another ejector here coming from the giant monster kill for this one. Unstoppable and 2 men down come from the side of Team Singapore. KZP is going to be left for the side of Team Singapore. Nope, his is still alive, but another feathered airstrike here coming in from Lois, and I guess this may be the end of this game number 2.
Oh my, Chantel, I think you got tricked there from buying that, because the damage was fake. It was not real. Team Thailand getting the victory. Wow, it's now even. It's